What's up guys, this is Isaac the TPikmin, and today we're going to be here with another Smash Bros video on me and Marvin's channel. And today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be showing you some strategies you can use with certain characters to troll your friends, your enemies, or your frenemies. Yeah, these are strategies that, they are kind of like trolls. They probably will make your friend, enemy, or frenemy rage if you use it too many times in them, if you're successful. And some trolls are easier and some trolls are harder. Sometimes it's just easier to battle it out instead of using the troll, but we're going to kind of show you how it works today. So we're going to get in Final Destination. So the first category of trolls is suicide trolls. Basically how this works is the suicide troll allows you to take the opponent off the edge with you and kill both you and him at the same time. Now this troll isn't particularly effective unless you have one more stock than your opponent. So I'll kind of go through the characters you can do this strategy with. So the easiest one is probably Bowser. I'm sure many of you are familiar with the Bowser troll, the body slam off the edge. So I'll just kind of show you how it works. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and beat Inkling up. Just take one stock away from it. Should be pretty easy. Right. So yeah, we're basically going to do that thing right there, but we're going to do it over the edge. But first what we got to do is, if you know how Bowser works, then if you both have one stock and you go over the edge, you're going to die before the other person does if you do the body slam. So just got to do is okay, Inkling is dead. Now what you got to do is this. You're going to grab him and go over the edge. Okay, apparently it didn't work. This strategy mainly only works with characters that, the recovery is bad, because for some reason you die before they do, and if they have good recovery, they can get back. So yeah, that's basically how that troll works, and it does work if you're going against a character with bad recovery. So I'll just go ahead and finish up this battle right here, and then we'll go to the next character. That. Alright, so the next character is Donkey Kong. And Donkey Kong's probably like, probably second easiest. Because with Donkey Kong, he's not too difficult of a character to do it with, so let's kind of show how it works. So he doesn't have any normal moves that allows him to, put someone over the edge. However, he does, his side grab attack allows him to put a character over his shoulder. So you can do that and walk off the edge. And just like Bowser, you have to have one more stock than the opponent to be able to do this successfully. Do that. I can also show you a cool combo move with Donkey Kong. First you gotta charge up his arm, if Sheik allows me to do that. Okay, Sheik, please, just let me charge up my arm for a second. Let me charge up my arm. Thank you, okay. You gotta pound him in the ground, punch him. It's a good combo move. Marvin actually came up with that one. Okay, so now that he has one less stock than you, or actually it's a she. Now that she has one less stock than you, you just gotta get her to a high enough damage, and then grab him and then take him over the edge. So, just please stop just jumping around and please just let me grab you. And I probably should have made this like a level 5 CPU. Anyway, yeah, I just gotta walk over the edge, throw him, and there you go. That's how it's done. You just gotta do the same thing for the next stock. Should be enough damage to get on over here. Man. Come on. Okay. And that's basically how that troll works. And you technically could have the same amount of stock as the opponent and just throw them when you get to the very bottom part, but you'd have to time it perfectly. That's the easier way to do it. That's that. Alright, so the next character you can suicide troll with is Wario. Wario is a bit harder to do, but you can still do it if you time it correctly. So let's go. Go and get Simon. We got this. So what you gotta do for this troll is you gotta stand on the edge, wait for him to come over, and don't kill yourself. Then, actually wait, just like every other suicide troll, you have to have one more stock than they do. So you gotta kill them first. So I'll just... Motorcycle, okay, apparently motorcycle does not overrule whatever just shot at me. Oh no, yep, that's one thing I really hate about Wario. If you go off the edge, it's really hard to get off of this motorcycle. Okay. But yeah, the troll involves that move right there. The move where you can eat him. So now we have to get one less, or he has to have one less stock than us, so we have to kill him again. But yeah, basically, these trolls won't be successful if they have one more stock than you do. And if it comes to the point where both of you are down to one stock, you just have to fight it out. Okay. I don't know how that metal cross overrules my motorcycle, but, you know, I guess. It doesn't really help that I'm not really the best with Wario. Alright, might as well just show you the troll and get this battle over with. So, yeah, like I said, you just stand on the edge, wait for him to come over, actually get the final smash. Okay, he was right there, what the heck. Anyway, just stand on the edge. Get over here, buddy. Yeah, this is kind of a hard one to do. They have to come over here for it to work. Okay, do that. Eat him like that, and there you go. And apparently he can recover from that. But yeah, like I said, the character has bad recovery, then he won't be able to get up from that, and yeah. Apparently Simon does have good recovery. And Wario does not. That's how that troll works. I wouldn't recommend using that one because it's not really that effective. Maybe it's just because I'm playing against computers and, I mean, they know how to recover from trolls. However, if you're going against, like, your friends or anything, just they won't see it coming, so it probably wouldn't work. Anyway, alright, so that's the category of characters you can suicide with. Now we're going to go to the next category, which is characters you can suicide and not suicide with, basically. And those are characters you can basically choose between suiciding and not. So in that category is Kirby and King Dedede. So we'll start with Kirby. So with this strategy, you can do it even if you have the same amount of stock as your opponent. Even if you have less stock too, so that's a good thing to know, but you have to like do it perfectly. And it's kind of hard to do, especially when you're going against thinking overpowered Fire Emblem characters. So, you know, get them down to a decent amount of percentage. Might have to steal your neutral special, sir. Get over here. Okay. Ouch. Just get the final smash. Get my giant sword. You avoided my giant sword. Or get over here. Alright, we'll just do that. You just gotta wait for him to come over, eat him, go off the edge. And you know, if the thing has good recovery, then it's probably not gonna work. So in that case, the other good strategy to do would be to stand it right here on the edge, then when he comes over, jump to where you're jumping is basically off the edge. Then you will please come over here, Marth. Okay? Do that, and then when he's right there, basically you suck him in as you're going off the edge. Because what this allows you to do is it allows you to shoot him under the map so he can't recover, and that's a lot more effective. So let's try that again. Oh wait, what's that? Was it on there? Yeah. Alright. Ouch. And yep, and that didn't work. So, just gonna beat him up some more. They have to have a decent amount of damage before we do any of these trolls. That's a good thing to jot down probably if you're taking notes, which you're probably not, because this is a YouTube video. Who takes notes? Okay, that should put him down one more stock, which is good. Okay. And I know we have the same amount of stock, but now we're going to do the suicide troll strategy. And basically, I mean, you probably already know, you just suck him up and go off the edge. It's going to cost me a stock too, because, you know, like I said, you have to have one more stock than your opponent if you want to suicide. Right, do that. Okay, it didn't work. Has to be timed perfectly. It's always better to do it this way too, because it buys you more time. You know, if your opponent wants to cooperate. Oh, that might have been good enough. Yep. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, it does come with skill and practice. And like I said, I mean, computers, they're probably programmed to be anti-troll, but if you want to use that strategy against your friends, it'll probably just surprise them. Because, I mean, they won't see it coming, and apparently the computers are programmed to already see it coming, so. Alright, King DDD is next. I mean, it's kind of the same thing as Kirby. You gotta suck him in and go off the edge, and you can suicide and try to get back on the thing. Although with King DDD, it is a bit harder because he is bigger and his recovery is not as good as Kirby's. But I mean, even if you just need to play it out, I mean, King DDD is pretty good of a character. I mean, he's huge and he does a lot of damage. Okay. Suck him in, off the edge, or not. That's the thing about computers, they know how to, like I said, they know what they're doing. Get in my mouth, thank you. Alright, do that. Man, I really hate it when they do that. Alright. Nope, that didn't work. Get over here, thank you. Yeah, see, this is a lot less effective. You have to be standing like right on the edge of the map, so they can't do that. But also, it destroys their chances of shooting projectiles at you, because you can just suck it in and spit it right back out. Alright. Ugh. Oh, well, I'll just probably have to... See, this is what I mean, like, sometimes it's probably just better to fight it out, because he's at 138 damage. One smash attack and he's dead. Or final smash. Well, never mind. Yeah, there are just certain times where it's good to know when to troll and when to not. Alright, so now we're actually going to land this final smash. Just barely. Alright, and we have one more stock to him, so we can go off the edge. And there you go, that's how it's done. Now we just do that again. Alright. Now since he has a little less damage, it's always better to do the strategy where you are doing it, but you go off the edge as you're sucking him in and falling down. Because it does buy you more time. Shoot it at me, I dare you, Samus. shooting at me, come on. Okay, you took the dare. Just do that? Oh man, what? Yeah, see, it's a bit harder of a troll to do with King DDD. But it still works nonetheless, if you do it correctly. And you're not going against a computer, because I mean, like I said, they're anti-troll. Wasn't the smartest move, Samus. I just need to get him in my mouth, because if I can do that, then I can probably suicide troll him with King DDD. But if I can't, just do that. That's the easiest thing to do. So yeah, that's basically how you do that. I mean, you have to be good at it to go against a computer, but going against your friends, enemies, frenemies, whoever you're going against, if it's a human, then they probably won't see it coming.
It was the area damage too.
Okay, my recovery's not good enough to fix that.
Unless they've had that happen to them before. Alright, so the last category of trolls is one where you actually don't have to kill yourself. Heck, you don't even have to go off the edge. And the only character in that category is Yoshi. And believe it or not, Yoshi is actually a pretty overpowered character. So I'll kind of show you how this works. So, yes, like I said, in this strategy there is no risk of you having to go off the edge and die. So first you gotta get the CPU to, or anyone you're playing, to a decent amount of damage. Alright. See what I mean? Yoshi's pretty overpowered. Alright. Then, when they have enough damage, you stand on the edge, do that, and then they can't recover. That's basically that strategy. That's it. It's probably the best one if you don't want to kill yourself. Because basically all other troll strategies comes with the risk of you killing yourself. Come over here. I mean, you can try it at less percentage too, but it always works. Basically, the higher percentage it is, the better it'll work. See if it works that time. Yep, he couldn't recover. Alright. Just do it one more time. Just gotta do it one more time. Come on, get over here. Get in my mouth. Okay, you were able to recover. I see you. And guess what? I do it one more time, you won't be able to, so. Yeah, sorry, your counter doesn't work on that. Man, you're really good at recovering. We're gonna have to get more damage on you. But yeah, like I said, there's some instances where it's probably better to just kill them instead of trying to troll them, because that'll probably save more time. See if I can get the final smash and finish this battle off. Or not. It's fine, I still got 2 more stock than him. Just headbutt him and there you go. Alright, so that's basically all of the trolls you can do with the different characters. Which, I mean, there actually are a couple like miscellaneous category trolls you could do, but they are a lot harder and not as effective to do. So, and one could be King K. Rool. So, do that. And this probably isn't going to be that effective. So, basically what you got to do for King K. Rool is you have to do some damage to your opponent as usual. Oh, whoops, stop shooting stuff at me. Then it does involve the cannon move, this neutral special. What you gotta do is you gotta jump up, shoot the cannon, then you gotta basically suck them in and bring them down with you. It's not really that effective, and I mean, try it, but King K. Rool is just a good character, so it's probably better to just kill him out anyway instead of trying to troll him. And plus, you gotta get your cannon out, or cannonball out before you do it. Yeah, it's not really that effective. But you know, you could try some combo moves with him, because he does have some pretty good combo moves. We'll just kind of defeat him, and then there are a couple other characters you could do. Wow, did you see that? He just suicided me. Whoops, I just completely missed. Another good combo move you could use is, you know, hold on. What you gotta do is you gotta hit him into the ground or use the grab attack. That works as well. Do that. Body slam if he doesn't get out. There you go. I guess there is technically another troll strategy you could do with King K. Rool. It's just a lot harder to do. Basically, you gotta use your up special, but you gotta time it perfectly. You have to have the propeller hitting your opponent, and basically you gotta hit him outside the top of the map, which I mean is, again, probably extremely difficult to do. But I'll kind of show you what I mean, if I can. First you gotta get him up, which I don't know how I'm gonna do that. And basically, if you know how King K. Rool works, then if you use your up special on someone, the propeller, yeah, it'll do that. But like I said, it has to be timed perfectly. And it could work, but... Alright, let's give this final smash thing another try. Or maybe he's gonna do it. You missed, sir. There you go, that's the combo move. It basically disintegrates him. Alright, and the other two troll strategies are with Ridley and Ganondorf. Let's start with Ganondorf. So Ganondorf, it's honestly a really tough one to do, and if you don't time it perfectly, then you're gonna die. Let's be honest, Ganondorf is a powerful character, but its recovery's garbage. So, okay, going against the Ness, and I guess the computer's programmed to PK Fire spam. Okay, so what you gotta do is you gotta get him off the edge, basically. I mean, Ness is an overpowered character, so I don't know if I can do that. And yeah, let's see if I can do it, because I probably can't. Yeah, I mean, Ganondorf is the better character to play. I mean, just to play, not to troll, because Ganondorf is basically a spam character. just gotta hit him off the edge, but it's kind of hard to do. I did forget to mention this is a suicide strategy, so you will have to have one more stock than your opponent, which I'm doing, which is good. Okay. Basically, it involves that move right there, the move where you do that. For some reason, when you do that move, both of you go straight down if you're on the edge of the map. And, I mean, it has to be done perfectly. If you miss, then you're going to die. It's not really an effective strategy. I wouldn't recommend using it. Unless you're really good with Ganondorf. Instead, just swing your Claymore at them a few times, and believe me, they're going to die. Try this. Forgot about this move. Let's just be honest. Ganondorf is basically Captain Falcon. I mean, their moveset is essentially the same. So yeah, I didn't really get to do it, but I can probably go on training mode and show you guys if I can time it correctly. But probably not right now. Alright, so then the last one is Ridley. It's basically the same as Ganondorf's, except it's a bit different. Actually, like, slightly easier to do. Okay. So you just gotta knock him off the edge. Well, do that. And man, I was gonna do it, but then he attacked. Okay, well he couldn't recover, I guess that's good. And we have one more stock in him because this is a suicide strategy, in case you're wondering. Most of these strategies are suicide strategies. Only 3 of the characters you don't have to suicide, which is King Dedede, Kirby, and Yoshi. Basically, you gotta grab them and you gotta... Ouch, that's not good. I can't recover from that. That, then do that and go off the edge, and there you go. That's essentially how that works. And I mean, you gotta have one more stock though, and so that means that strategy's kind of ruined. Yeah, I die first. But yeah, that's how that works. Probably gonna go in training mode and see if I can try to do the Ganondorf suicide strategy, although it's honestly kind of hard to do. Green. Ganondorf. Alright. So need to go this way. Might not have been the best map to use because, I mean, you know, yep, recovery is garbage. But yeah, see, it is possible to do, you just gotta time it completely perfectly. Let's see if I can do it at least once. Well, now I can launch this about too far, and that's not good for the strategy, so I'll just kill her and try again. And talk about animal cruelty, just have a, I don't even know what Ganondorf, just come up and slash her with a Claymore. Do that. Yeah, because Because, I mean, you can't recover even after you use the move, which honestly kind of sucks. Yeah, like I said, it's not that effective. I don't recommend using this. Probably gonna go on a different map and try this, like, Final Destination again. Just go back. Okay. Indoor. So, hit him off the map. Yeah, just like that. And apparently he can get away from that, but like I said, if they got bad recovery, then they won't be able to avoid that. So we'll see if we can do it one more time, or just kill him because Ganondorf is overpowered as heck. Yep. Oh well, I did it once, it's pretty good. So yeah, that's basically how that works. Those are all the troll strategies you could use. And yeah, that's all I got.